If you guys have been keeping up with the news regarding Russia for the past 2 years or so, then you might know that Russia really loves to ban things. Yes, since the war in Ukraine started, Russia has already banned several very popular social networks. The first one to fall in 2022 was Instagram and Facebook, both of which are social networks that are very popular in Russia still. Company Meta, Facebook, officially being considered an extremist and terrorist organization in Russia. Russia is also currently having a bit of a battle with YouTube. A few months ago, Russia has actually started slowing down the website, and there's a lot of conversation right now that YouTube actually might get fully banned in Russia pretty soon. However, guys, all of that pales in comparison to what we're gonna be talking about today because, guys, they have come for gamers. Gamers. Because the Russian government has just officially banned Discord on the territory of the Russian Federation. And it's actually been causing a lot of issues for Russia, and a lot of the Russian public is pretty mad right now. And gamers are and Russian gamers are rising up. So, hey there guys, it is your boy Roman, your favorite neighborhood Russian, and in today's video we'll talk about Russia banning Discord, and we'll also look at the Russian public's reaction to it and how Russian propaganda is explaining the entire thing. It's actually pretty hilarious. And I also want to talk about how Western companies essentially are currently at a crossroads in Russia, where they either have to comply with all the requests of Russia to remove unlawful content from their platforms, which is actually something that some Western companies do, for example Apple, or if this company chooses to not comply with Russia's requests, they basically get banned. So, what did exactly happen to Discord in Russia? Now, in order to explain this story to you guys, here I am on the website of Ground News on an article about Russia blocking Discord amid growing pressure on tech platforms. As you can see here, it shows me that there's a total of 60 news sources that actually cover this article, and I can actually go down and individually read every single one of these and see the difference in the reports and in headlines. Now, I've already used Ground News for a while and I've already talked about it on this channel before, but if you guys are not familiar with what it is, Ground News is the ultimate news aggregator and news comparison platform that collects all the news from around the world in one place, so that you can easily see their ownership, factuality, and political bias, and compare headlines. And you can try out Ground News yourself by visiting ground.news/NFKRZ by scanning the QR code or going to the link in the description. So essentially what happened is that on the 9th of October, Russia's telecom watchdog Roskomnadzor announced the ban on Discord to prevent its use for terrorist and extremist purposes. Now, almost right after this happened, Discord was also banned in Turkey, which is pretty ridiculous. Shoutouts to Turkey and my condolences, you guys. Our government constantly actively trying to make our lives worse. You guys know what it's like. But the most ridiculous thing by far is that this ban is actually hindering Russian military communications on the front lines, because it turns out that a ton of Russian soldiers on the front line in a special military operation are using Discord as a means of communications, sharing video and so on. So, not only are Russian Counter-Strike players outraged, but also Russians who are playing Counter-Strike in real life are also suffering because of this. Great job, Russia, shooting itself in the foot like always. And once again, I did find it interesting how Russian media and Western media reported in this story. For example, Western media is mentioning that all of this is essentially done by Russia to crack down on the freedom of speech even further, and they're actually mentioning the fact that it's a pain in the ass even for the Russian military too. However, Russia Today here, Russian media, just says that Russia banned Discord and that the popular messaging and VoIP platform has ignored court orders to remove illegal content related to drugs and terrorism. So, Russia has done nothing wrong, kids are safe from bad stuff on the internet. But yeah, it's pretty cool to be able to compare news like this. And another feature that I personally enjoy about Ground News is the interactive map, which actually allows you to see breaking news from all over the world from particular locations, even around your location, for example. It's very handy and nice. So yes, I personally love using Ground News, but if you guys would also like to improve your news reading experience, then go over to the link down in the description to ground.news/NFKRZ, subscribe through my link and get 40% off of the Vanish plan with unlimited access, which is actually the one that I have. Thank you Ground News for sponsoring today's video and for trying to make the news more transparent. Now let's get back into it. So yes, since about the 9th of October, Discord has been banned in Russia and it's actually not accessible without a VPN. And you guys may be wondering once again, what is the reason for Russia blocking Discord? Well, let's see the explanation from the first channel of Russia, Russia's main propaganda TV.
Площадка для геймеров, а стала анонимным сообществом для преступников. Детская порнография, призывы к экстремизму. Эта же сеть активно используется наркомафией, в том числе для продажи запрещенных веществ несовершеннолетним.
This is incredible. Yes, guys. What this is a report on the first channel of Russia about Discord being banned, and essentially, yes, they're saying that, you know, Discord was created as a platform for gaming and so on, but has turned into a platform for, you know, spreading very bad content, including minors. I don't want to even say it, right, for YouTube reasons, right? But it's also become a place to sell drugs and whatever, do all the worst of humanity. And guys, look, like, I'm sure there's illegal bad stuff that goes on Discord. Like, I believe you. But the proof that Russia provided on the news here is absolutely insane. So here we have a message saying, would you like a site? Here we have another message, guys. That is clear. I will tell you all about it. How to commit suicide. That's what it says here, basically. So, again, guys, this is irrefutable proof. This one random message from some random fucking server. This is irrefutable proof that Discord is destroying Russian children's lives. Okay, so they're just highlighting some server talking about accessing adult chats and content. Once again, very, very scary, very terrifying. Bro, what the fuck? This is insane. What the fuck? What is this, bro? So here we have a message saying, from some fella called Sofra saying, I am a pedophile. So here it says, I have about 10 rapes in my catalog, or whatever. And that's it. That is it. That's good enough, I'm assuming. To show to the elders of Russia. Oh yeah, and here basically says, I have raped 10 people. Parentheses, probably girls. Again, guys, very real, very, like, concerning message. People totally talk like this on Discord. I think Russia propaganda has all the facts on its side, honestly. Discord is a terrible social network that contains nothing but sassy buckers trying to, you know, prey on children. That is the only purpose of Discord. Russia has said so. And once again, guys, I do not doubt that some illegal bad activity is actually going down on Discord. But is that really the reason to ban the entirety of it in Russia? Roskomnadzor, Russia's internet watch, has essentially claimed that previously they've been trying to message Discord and actually asking them to remove some illegal materials from the website, which according to Russian authorities includes child pornography, once again, calls to extremism, the inducement of minors to commit unlawful acts, incentives to commit suicide, LGBT propaganda, pro-narcotic content, and so on. All of the possible sins of modern Russia, LGBT, drugs, Discord has it all. And according to Russia, Discord failed to do what was asked of it, and now it's banned because of that. Now, right after Discord got banned, rumors started going around about Russia even possibly banning Steam. However, Roskomnadzor, once again Russia's internet watch, has refuted this, saying that they have actually reached out to Valve and Steam has actually released about 250 materials from the Steam community, which once again was information that is banned in Russia, whatever that is. So yes, it is not fully over for gamers in Russia yet, only Discord is banned, not Steam. But honestly, if they banned Steam in Russia, we'd probably have like actual riots. That's like the only thing at this point that will make Russians mad. And by the way, what I did find the funniest about this entire situation so far is how the Russian internet community reacted to this, and in particular Russian gamers and Russian like video game streamers and so on. Long story short, everybody's pretty mad, obviously, because, well, it makes sense. Discord is the most popular app by far by gamers to use, to communicate with each other, to play together, and so on. And look, before I give my commentary, I'm just gonna give you guys a couple of these reactions and read them to you. Here, for example, I don't know who this guy really is, some kind of streamer. I don't really watch streamers. I think they're like the bottom of society, to be honest, especially Russian streamers. They're even worse. But this guy, DeadP47, here says, I feel like by they he means probably Roskomnadzor, Russia's internet watch organization. I kinda have a feeling that our government has just gotten angry for the fact that they didn't manage to ban YouTube and that the people actually got mad at that fact. So, they decided to ban something that is completely innocent and harmless and is not as massively popular. Moreover, I remember that quite recently, Discord has actually banned a few LGBT servers in Russia, according to the request of the government, when the LGBT was considered an extremist organization in Russia. Gamers are, as always, the most the most oppressed and the most marginalized minority. So Yes, guys, it absolutely writes itself. Gamers are oppressed, okay? I'm a Russian streamer, a Russian public person or whatever, you know. I really don't care whatsoever about what is going on in my country. I don't talk about it. I don't talk politics. And now the Russian government is coming for us? Sus? Gamers? This is unbelievable. Gamers are the most oppressed minority. Even though you literally mentioned in this tweet how LGBT is now considered an extremist organization in Russia, so gay people are basically considered, you know, second-class citizens in Russia and terrorists, right? However, once again, gamers are the most oppressed and marginalized minority in Russia. I'm gonna take a walk, guys. What the f- are you insane? Like, this is really the level of political social commentary that we get from Russian video game streamers. Let's check out some more, shall we? Yegor Krit, a Russian musical artist, like a rapper who turned streamer, he made a Telegram post saying this right after Discord got banned. They blocked Discord, which me and the boys use every single day. Wow. So what even is the point of doing something so small? Just block Telegram, phone calls, the ability to come into your own house, food, air. So yes, this guy Yegor Krit got very mad and deleted this post in about 15 minutes because I guess he realized that he's asking questions that are not supposed to be asked in modern Russia. Because yes, this guy lives in this gamer world or whatever and he's completely unaware of everything that is getting banned and, you know, all the people that are getting convicted and sent to prison for 10 years for complete nonsense in Russia, right? For basically just having an opinion. He's not really aware of any of that. However, when Discord gets banned, that is where they cross the line. They've come for us gamers. So what are you guys gonna take away our fucking air and food? Yes, they will. Yes, they will, you fucking idiot. You should have realized by now. Mr. Lalaloshka. That's a name I haven't heard in 10 fucking years. Nobody is arguing with the fact that prohibited content needs to be banned. However, why do we have a governmental structure that essentially thinks that the entirety of the internet should be prohibited? At this point, you guys could just block everything now, and that would not even be a mistake. Again, guys, wow, a Russian gamer is finally getting to realize how his country works. Unbelievable, dude. Russia is banning everything on the internet? That is crazy, bro. Tell me more, please. Tell me more about how gamers are oppressed.
Какие террористы в Дискорде, блядь? Какой адекватный террорист, блядь, будет сидеть в Дискорде, блядь? Я еще понимаю, телега, Тамакичи можно как-то авторегами, блядь, бам-бам-бам, удалил, блядь, забанили тебя, новый создал. Как бы окей. Дискорд, смотрите. Ваша задача в ближайшие годы вырасти нахуй, попасть вон туда, наверх, и закрыть нахуй этот блядский РКН, поувольнять каждого гандона, кто имел участие в этом. Каждую хуятину оттуда санными палками, бля, погнать. Меня с России не...
Найти родителей этих ублюдков. Найти этих ублюдков. Ну накажите! Накажите этих мразей! Sorry guys, I'm not going insane. That is actually a reference to this Russian opposition YouTuber who went insane. But this guy is kind of doing the same right now. He's freaking out and saying that we essentially need to kill and fire everybody who works in Roskomnadzor and is banning stuff on the Russian internet. I mean, come on, man, you're flying too close to the sun here.
Меня с России не выгонят, я тут родился, в Москве. У меня ощущение, что там сидят люди, которые просто такие... Давайте, блядь, просто что-нибудь ебнем, а то что-то у нас... Как квота, знаете? Квота какая-то, блядь. Вот нужно посадить столько... Надо банить Роскомнадзор, либо жестко ограничивать его в возможностях каких-то.
So yeah, that was a clip of another 30 IQ Russian streamer talking about the Discord ban and being very pissed off. Wow, it's absolutely crazy. Once again, I cannot believe that Russian gamers and streamers are coming to the realization, finally, that Russian police and Russian governmental organs have a quota of stuff they need to ban and people who they need to put away in jail. And also, he's essentially saying that Roskomnadzor, Russia's internet censorship, has gone way too far, and you guys, my subscribers, need to get into a position of power and then essentially, you know, do political repressions on the people who are now working in Roskomnadzor. So essentially, this guy's paradigm of fixing Russia is to not get rid of the current ideology or to just have a country that doesn't ban everything. No, his idea is to make himself the guy that represses people so that, you know, then Russia will become good. Again, you people are dumb fucks. Like, I seriously cannot believe how dumb and infantile Russian streamers are. They have zero understanding of cause and effect, and they don't even understand that they're not in a position to criticize these people. They don't understand that the government will not listen to them about what needs to be banned or not. They barely even understand what country they live in and how Russia works. And yes, they're gonna bitch and complain, but they're not going to do anything. They're not actually going to make a proper statement against the government or something that, you know, says that the reason why Discord is being banned is part of Russia's entire huge policy of isolating itself from the world, okay? We're not gonna mention that, because who cares, right? People are being mobilized and, you know, people are being sent to prison and, you know, things are getting banned here and there. Gay people are now considered terrorists. I sleep, you know, I sleep. Nothing is going on, you guys. Russia's a great country. However, the second they ban Discord, ooh, now it's a problem. Now gamers are the most oppressed and, you know, marginalized minority in Russia. You people are like 12 years old mentally. It's actually so embarrassing to me how generally spineless and stupid the Russian like Twitch or YouTube community is. Fuck you. I'm so glad to not be part of you guys. You guys essentially understand what I'm getting at, right? Now another funny news story that I saw recently is that somebody apparently has done a prank, and right now if you go online and try to go to discord.ru, which is the Russian domain, you end up on the website becoming a contract soldier in the Russian army. Here it is. You can essentially apply right here, and what happened is that even this right here made the news because supposedly before, if you try to reach discord.ru, you'll be automatically readdressed to the official website of Discord. However, again, right now if you go on discord.ru, you end up on the website of applying to be a contract soldier in the Russian army. So again, like, the entire situation is bad. All of this is bad. However, it's pretty funny. Again, whoever did this is funny. But the entire situation is obviously sad, and you guys need to understand that I'm not in any way trying to make fun of people who are actually mad at Discord being banned, because yes, Discord is a good app and a lot of people use it. People have the right to be mad, right? However, I'm just saying, if you're Russian, if you live in Russia and you're mad at Discord being blocked by Russia, I don't understand how you can see that event not as a part of this entire huge strategy that Russia has right now, essentially creating a new Iron Curtain to shield itself from the entirety of the world and banning everything and, you know, just destroying any type of free speech and whatsoever. Once again, you can't be mad at Discord being banned. It's completely, you know, you're within your right to do that. But just realize that this did not happen in a vacuum, and it's not because gamers are the most oppressed minority or whatever the fuck. So now I actually want to talk about something that is quite related to this, but it's a bit different, which in itself is a pretty big problem in my opinion. But essentially, like I already said, Discord basically got banned in Russia for failing to comply with Russia's requests to remove certain content from the platform, right? So, and I've already said at the start of this video that every single Western company in Russia is kind of at a crossroads right now, where they either have to comply with Russia's demands or basically get banned or fined. For example, the Russian branch of Google is officially considered bankrupt because of the endless fines that the Russian government is constantly imposing on them. Because yes, the Russian government is constantly having court battles with Google in Russian court and is always winning them and is always essentially giving them a new fine of like several $1,000,000 or whatever. And this is actually happening to a ton of other Western companies in Russia. They're being fined for not deleting what Russia considers to be illegal and what Russia wants them to delete, right? So Discord basically failed to comply and they got banned because of that. YouTube and Google is having problems because of that. However, not every Western company is actually being, you know, this negligent of Russia's attempts to get stuff deleted. And I actually want to mention this story here. Basically, what is currently happening is that Apple is actually removing VPN apps from the Russian App Store according to the request of the Russian government. Yes, guys, that is correct. As of September 16th, 2024, 98 VPN apps were found to be unavailable from the Russian App Store. Essentially, if you guys are not aware, Russia obviously is trying to restrict access of Russians to, you know, free information and so on. So obviously VPNs, something that allows you to access websites that are banned in your country. VPNs are also currently being banned in Russia and heavily restricted and so on. Russia is kind of at war with VPNs as a whole. And so once again, what is currently happening is that Russia essentially approaches Apple and asks Apple to remove these certain VPNs from the Russian App Store because once again, they quote unquote go against the Russian law because Russia doesn't want you to have access to free information on the internet. And what Apple does, instead of saying, you know, screw you Russia, that does not coincide with our values of Apple Inc., Cupertino, you know, standing with America's freedom of speech or whatever the fuck. No, what Apple does instead is that they say, yes sir, yes Mr. Putin, yes we will delete 100 VPN apps from the Russian App Store to make it harder for Russians to access free internet and information that they, you know, would not able to access otherwise. So, Great job, Apple! The funniest part is that this is not even the first time they're doing this. Previously, Apple has actually deleted podcasts of two pretty huge Russian oppositional media from their platform. These are Meduza and Holod. Two of these media actually had their podcasts removed from Apple's platform, again, on the request of the Russian government. Now, once again, they were actually returned, these podcasts, so they actually managed to reinstate them for Apple to bring them back. But once again, yes, the Russian government currently still has power and still has influence and is still making American companies and Western companies who have a kind of a presence in Russia delete content that Russia does not want on their internet. So yes, Apple and several other companies like Valve, once again Steam, these companies are actually completely fine with removing stuff according to the request of the Russian government, which obviously once again includes stuff that directly removes access for Russians to information that they're not able to receive otherwise. So yeah guys, basically long story short, yes, we do have some Western companies that are kind of helping out Russia with their quest to ban everything and restrict access to information in Russia, which is just great. Awesome one, you guys. Keep fucking going. And I guess Discord was just one of those companies that would not budge or, would not really want to delete everything Russia claims is unlawful. Because there are a lot of things that Russia claims are unlawful which are not that unlawful. So, yeah guys, what can I say? Very sad situation. Gamers are mad and, it seems like the future of the internet in Russia is kind of bleak because the Russian government either forces a Western company to delete stuff that is unsavory, or they just simply go ahead and block that entire company from being available in Russia. So once again guys, all I have to say is RIP Discord in Russia. Russians who don't have a VPN are basically back in a stone age now. You have to use TeamSpeak or Skype, God forbid. And once again, the only thing I can really say for myself as a Russian who left Russia is this is not surprising to me whatsoever. At this point, nothing is surprising to me if it gets banned in Russia. Unfortunately, it is absolutely logical, and my condolences go out to every single person out there in Russia and Turkey affected by this, but at the same time, I do find this impotent Russian gamer rage that was directed at this Discord ban pretty funny, and it just shows that most of Russian influencers and so on are just completely spineless. They're not ready to talk about politics, they don't know anything about it, and they don't even understand why their rights are being destroyed, and it's kind of poetic, honestly. But yeah guys, I guess that is going to be pretty much it for today's video though. If you guys did enjoy it, then please make sure to slap the like on it. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about this video, and also, if you guys do enjoy what I do on this channel, if you guys would like to support me additionally, and that is financially, then go over to the link down in the description and become a YouTube member. It's basically like YouTube's own version of Patreon. It's the best way to support me, or you could also leave a super thanks underneath this video for a one-time donation. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.